Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Bars and Barbells. I'm Phil with my lovely co-host Samantha.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
We're matching today. If you hadn't noticed, we've got gold chains and
blue
shirts.
Blue.
We got the gold
Black headphones.
Yeah, and the gold chains are here to represent for Rapture. Right? Couldn't wear a gold chain, or could not wear a gold chain when we were about to do Rapture, because apparently this is like the first somewhat rap song that went mainstream.
Ooh. Big expectations for this one.
I think it was 1979, 1980, around there, which is obviously hip-hop got more predominant in the 80s,
Yes.
right? So I think the backstory is, from what we have gathered, is that Fab Five, Freddie from the Fab Five, I believe, was friends with, I don't know if it was a couple of members in Blondie, and took them into the Bronx, where some of the hip hop vibe was beginning to
little
percolate.
Rap battle kind of situation.
Yeah, where there's some rap battles going on, and they really loved it, and so they implemented that into one of their songs.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to check this one out.
Me
because
too.
Sam and I grew up listening to hip hop. If this is your first time on the channel, then we've said in a few other videos that the reason why we're so lacking in the cultural department of music
the dark
is because we were very immersed into hip hop and that culture growing up. I took recording arts and recording engineering, and I was really into that genre of music when I was doing the recording engineering stuff. So it was one of those things where you're an expert in one area,
completely blind to the rest,
and completely blind to everything else.
Yeah.
So we're excited to check this one out, because now we're blending some of the stuff that we've got into with some of the stuff that we know.
Yeah,
and
cool
that's going to be really
crossover.
interesting. Yeah, and the last one that we did was the Heart of Glass. Can't remember specifically what the title was, but that was definitely a disco vibe for me. Now,
I liked it though.
Some of you guys in the comments were arguing and saying they weren't disco, because I know that they had like a punk feel.
Yes.
And apparently some of their songs. So I don't think we're going to get into that in this one.
Yeah,
So we're still going to get to some of the
We
punk
still got to
vibe.
get to the punk vibes.
Yeah, that they have. So
that's to come. So you better come back and watch in the next one too.
but I think these are two of their most popular songs that we've done. So,
Cool.
but it's showing their versatility, right? With a strong disco vibe, and then now coming into
a little bit of hip hop flavor,
which we don't even really know what it's going to sound like yet, but there's going to be some hip hop influence in there. Anyways, you done with the chit chat? You had enough of me rambling on and
let's get to
talking
it.
about Blondie?
Let's go.
Let's go.
There's top hat. Looking fresh.
You jumping right at me first.
Yeah, I wanna hear your
It's like a first to say.
perspective.
So, what are your thoughts? So, I would say that she needs some work on her delivery and her cadence and
Yeah.
some of the rhyme schemes in there. But it was cool, just to see the development, right, of the first time basically in the mainstream that hip hop is being used. And
well, I also think this is probably something completely out of her comfort zone.
100%,
right?
yeah, 100%. Like I know, I definitely respect the creativity and going out of your comfort zone and using, like I said, a diverse musical presence. That I do really like the groove that they kind of have. It sounds almost funky, like a funky disco.
Yes,
I
I agree.
And I think that adds like the Rapture vibe. I really like as well the use of the bell that they have.
Yeah, that was really cool.
In like the Rapture feel.
Yeah.
And the beat, like that
Yeah.
sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's tied in with the beat really well.
Yeah, and then the idea of the rapture, right? So, and then that's even a pun as well, like the play on the words of the rapture, right? Rapture, rapping, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really cool. I would say, like I said, if I heard this today, I would be kind of cringing a little bit on the rap side
Fair.
of things, right? But I think it's cool from the time period, right, of when this came out, and who knows, like. If they didn't do this song, then I'm not saying this is the case, but you don't know how it would have played out for hip hop in general.
Especially like in the mainstream what's the word? Recognizing it in the mainstream.
Yeah. I mean, the probability suggests that it still probably would have, grown
Popped
and
up
blossomed,
eventually.
right? Maybe
Yeah.
it would have taken a little bit longer or something like that. But kudos to her and the group as a whole for going into the, a different, vibe, right, and a different culture at that,
Yeah.
and being willing to, present that in their own music. I think that's really respectable that they were, open to the idea of doing something completely different.
Yeah.
And so. The first time that you do something, it's always going to be, room for improvement, right?
Yeah.
But I like I said, I think, from that aspect, that's what I would say. But I do still think we're getting introduced to her vocal from the first half when
Oh,
she
yeah.
was singing
So good.
more, and it sounded great in that. So
She just has such a high range, like a high pitched voice, but it still sounds so ear-pleasing.
yeah,
It's
and
really
I
cool.
think it was good. Like it was great the way she performed it, because the Rapture vibe, it was kind of haunting, angelic, the way she was singing. So I
Yeah.
think from a songwriting component, it's really, really cool. It's really well done.
Yeah, it's definitely creative and unique, that's for sure.
Yeah. So any additional thoughts on your Blondie rap here?
No, I think that you pretty much covered everything. Like, I think that it's very creative, and I think it's really cool that they were able to go into a different setting and see a completely different style of music and take pieces of that and implement it into their own style, opposed to just either dismissing it altogether or trying to copy what they're doing, and but she still made it their own,
Yeah,
right?
did their own way.
Exactly, which I think is really cool, and being open-minded, like you said, to bringing a different culture, different type of music into their own, and kind of paving that way for things not having to be so like black and white with a certain way of doing music. It's cool.
All right. Well, we got another minute and a half, so who knows? She might go into double time here or something like that.
Bring in some double entendres.
Right.
All right, let's do it.
Well, now you see what you wanna be. Just have your party on TV. 'Cause the man from Mars won't beat up bars where the TV's on. Now he's gone back up to space, where he won't have a hassle with the human race. And you hip hop and you don't stop, just blast off, sure shot. 'Cause the man from Mars stopped eating cars and eating bars, and now he only eats guitars. Yeah.
Did you like that saxophone in there?
Yeah, it was sick. You know
Yeah,
what
I really liked that. I liked that at the ending, the outro there was really cool, upbeat
Yeah.
vibe.
I think my favorite thing of my favorite part of the whole song is just like you said, that kind of like funky groove. Like I really like that. I
the
could like
bass
get into
line
that
was great in
rhythm.
that. I really enjoyed that
Yeah.
too. So, anyways, we didn't get any more double time.
Ew.
I think she repeated a couple of the bars in there. So, but that was cool. It was a cool introduction to, like I said, hip hop, where it kind of, emanated from, and another track from Blondie. But now you guys can let us know
Yeah.
a little bit more about Blondie, if there's anything maybe from the punk side that we should listen to.
Yeah.
What your thoughts are on this song. I know some of you guys are saying you didn't like this song from them, and you didn't feel it was their greatest in terms of their catalog. But I'm glad we got to experience
Yeah,
it
I
and
think
check
it's
it
cool
out.
to see the diversity, right, and the creativity behind it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's it from us today. Just hit that like button for us if you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave us a comment, and hopefully we see you tomorrow.
Come along for the ride, guys. We'll see you next time.